My name is DeRay Martin. I'm Shannon's girlfriend.
I'm Teresa Martin, and I'm his sister, but we're not related.
Okay.
Phil Flathers, business partner and friend.
Glad to have all three of you here. So, are you ready for this?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Shannon?
Absolutely.
Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's get going. Shannon, level 1 has 6 questions. Answer all 6 truthfully and you win $10,000. If you're ever concerned about the answers you gave on your polygraph exam, you can change them tonight. Just be careful, okay? Now, you have lived a very colorful life. You've had plenty of jobs. You are an MMA fighter, mixed martial arts. You've served in the military. You were a prison guard, is that right?
Yep, used to be a prison guard.
All of those are pretty rough jobs. What would you say is the toughest job you've had?
Actually, I was private security over in Iraq. That was probably the most difficult job I ever did.
Boy, that's a lot of pressure on you.
Right, yeah, that time in Iraq was definitely something that, great experience, but I don't think I'd want to do it again.
Question 1. Have you ever done something illegal that, if you were caught, you could have gone to jail for?
You know, everybody has skeletons in their closet, and I guess this is a show for me to get them out, so I'm gonna have to say yes.
Okay.
That answer is true.
Would you like to share with us, or?
No, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
You gonna leave that one?
I'll leave that one alone.
Okay, well, that one truthful answer, 5 more, we give you $10,000. You know, we've all seen plenty of movies about prison, and for that matter, some reality and documentaries about inside prison. What is it really like on the inside of prison?
It's pretty much like what you see on TV. I mean, there's some good and there's some bad, and I saw a lot of bad. Didn't see too much good.
Now, as a prison guard, are you armed as you're walking around the prison?
No.
No. So it's basically at any moment it could go down and you're on your own.
There's a false sense of reality in this prison system. Inmates pretty much run the prison. I mean, at any given time, they can take you out if they want to. Not necessarily saying they want to.
Right.
But they could. I mean,
very delicate balance.
Delicate balance, for sure.
Question 2. While working as a corrections officer, were you ever bribed by an inmate?
Damn.
Yes.
That answer is true.
That's 2. Could you tell us the details of the bribe? What did he offer you?
Money.
For?
Exchange of privileges for them to do different things. Let's just put it this way, that as a young adult, you know, I was 21 at the time and worked at the prison, you can get caught up in a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing.
I can't imagine 21 years old being a guard in a maximum security prison.
It's a hard way of life. You know, after I did it for a couple years, I got out, decided it wasn't the career for me, and deciding fighting was
so you
a
went
better
for
living.
something easier,
Yeah,
mixed martial arts fighting.
Absolutely.
Great. You've answered 2 truthfully, Shannon, and we will continue if you'd like. Sometimes we have some softballs for the first couple of questions, but it looks like, not unlike your matches, we came out swinging with the first couple of questions.
Yeah, you're going for the knockout right away.
Well, we knew you had a strong chin and you could take a punch.
Well, thank you.
And unfortunately, while I don't write the questions, I think we're going to keep swinging.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. You have done a fair amount of traveling. Your work requires that you travel, I'm sure. What's the most interesting place you've ever been to?
Oh, you know, I've been to Burma, been to Thailand, Amsterdam, Germany, Russia. But out of all of my travels, I'd have to say Iraq.
Question 3. While working overseas, did you ever smuggle anything illegal into the United States?
No.
That answer is True.
They make you sweat. They make you sweat a little bit. They sure do. 3 truthful answers. You're halfway to $10,000. Well, we've talked a little bit about being a prison guard, working as a private security person in Iraq, and then there's mixed martial arts. Can you give us a quick description of it?
MMA is it's cage fighting. You fight in a cage. It's 3 5-minute rounds for a non-title fight, 5 5-minute rounds for a title fight.
And anything goes pretty much.
Pretty much limited rules.
No eye gouging, no fish hooking.
No eye gouging, fish hooking, pulling the hair.
Yeah.
But pretty much it's you knock them out or you make them submit.
How many fights have you had?
161.
And you, wow.
Last Saturday I fought.
Really?
Didn't even get hit.
You look pretty.
Thank you.
What is your record?
91 wins, 68 losses, 2 draws.
Wow. There is art to this sport, but it is still brutal, and people get hurt.
Absolutely.
And you get hurt, I'm sure.
At times.
Question 4. Have you ever cried after losing a match? Teresa, you're his sister. You think he's cried after an MMA match?
One time I know he woke up in the hospital, and I would have been tempted to cry.
Yeah. Have you ever cried after losing a match?
Answer is yes.
That answer is true.
I fought a fairly well-known MMA fighter by the name of Frank Shamrock, and he broke my arm in the fight, and obviously I cried like a baby on pay-per-view.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I cried.
Oh, man. 4 truthful answers so far, Shannon. You're doing great.
2 more.
Question 5. Have you ever sucker punched an opponent after a match? Have you ever sucker punched an opponent after a match?
Sucker punches. I think that's the key thing.
Well, I know I got
You might have
trouble
hit
with
someone
the
after a
ref.
match.
Yeah. Well, because the ref doesn't count.
No. Answer is no.
That answer is true.
The reason I had a hard time with that question is because there was a fight where the guy was dirty to me, and after the fight was over, he went back to his corner and was running his mouth, and I went over there and I swung at him, but I didn't hit him.
You've answered 5 truthfully. This is your $10,000 moment of truth. Is it tough to stay in fighting shape, Shannon?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got to do it every day. You got to train every day.
Yeah, and
Sure.
for $10,000, question 6. While training for a fight, have you ever used illegal steroids?
No. Answer is no.
That answer is true.